Drake, I think he's on tour in America, in the US at the moment.
Yeah.
He's selling out. I mean, like, he's still selling out, but it's just so crazy to me in the year 2023 that Drake, maybe 15 years since So Far Gone or Thank Me Later, since Best I Ever Have, Best I Ever Had, which was, I'm pretty sure, 08 or 09.
Well, how old are we now? All been about 15, so like 15 years.
Yeah.
He's just been
at the top of his game.
Oh, wait, hold on, bro. What's that song? You know that song that was like first
Best I Ever Had?
No. Yeah. No, is it Best I Ever Had? Last name ever, first name greater?
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Like a Australian
is it? No.
I ain't the one to play with? No. Nah, that song, bro. I don't even know. I can't remember what it's called, but that one line sticks with me, like from the get-go. I remember being about 15, 16 and hearing that, and then my brother playing it full blast while driving, and I'll just be in the back pulling my Drake, lip syncing that kind of thing.
Yeah. That's forever.
When he first came on.
Yeah,
like,
when he
first
yeah,
song.
it was like Best I Ever Had, and this song was like his coming out song, right? Yeah. And in that song, you had him come out, and who was on that song at the start? It was Kanye, Eminem, Weezy.
Yeah.
That's GOATs, like
three of them,
and then his first
proper coming out
in that song, he comes out with last name ever,
first name greatest.
While he had Eminem,
Lil Wayne, and
Kanye on the track. You know you gotta be. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to be like, you better back it up. And 15 years later,
he's still backing it up.
That song, I don't know. You've seen the film clip of that song?
Nah.
No, you haven't?
No.
You know, that song is for LeBron.
Is it?
Yeah, like that.
15 years ago?
Yeah. So that song was like a coming of, that was Drake's first song, but then it was all about LeBron.
I honestly didn't know that. I swear to, didn't even know that.
It was actually released for a doco for LeBron when he was younger for More Than a Game. And that was the single on the soundtrack, the theme song of that soundtrack for More Than a Game.
Bro, I honestly didn't even know that. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Hearing it all these times, I can't even recall what the film clip was.
Yeah. And like LeBron's in it, and that was Drake's coming out song. And it's crazy that in 2023, Drake's still doing those numbers, still how many number ones? Of course. But he stood by that
first name.
Yeah. And it's crazy that song about that Drake came out with them, all them guys, and for LeBron, and to see their careers catapult to what it is, kind of coincide together.
Oh, it's crazy, man. Even the longevity of it too. Like, a lot of people come and go. Drake
and LeBron's career is quite similar in the rap game or the hip hop game and in NBA.
Yeah.
Being at the top of your game from when he came out. You know, when LeBron came out, it took him about 2 years, and then he was like at top up until 09, 10, you know, when Kobe had 09, 10, then Dirk, and then there.
But he was always in the mix.
But he was always in the mix, and now they're at the top of the game. They're both still at the top of their game.
And what's that, 15 years, 20 years? 20 years for LeBron.
LeBron 21, and then Drake's thing. And people have always come back, you know, through LeBron's career. It's been, you know, the Spurs. Who else has he played? You know, Kobe was there as well, but they never got to see each other in the finals.
Yeah.
But the Celtics, you know,
KG,
Dwight, those Celtics, then the Warriors, and the Spurs again, then the Warriors, and then the Warriors, and so it was like Steph, KD. He's always had these guys come up against him.
Yeah,
LeBron, like I've seen that. Yeah, throughout his whole career,
where he's kind of like gone through generations of basketball players,
and it's the exact same thing with Drake. Drake, since he started, you know, there were times that, let's go back to 08, 09. Lil Wayne, that's his mentor.
Yeah.
Keep going. Who's 2011, 2012?
Even like being
Kanye, older, Kanye, 2011, 2012. You know, like who?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z was there. He's always been there.
Nas. Like
No,
he's always
yeah,
being
yeah.
compared to. But I think more like
But like J. Cole, Kendrick,
all of them coming
even
through.
there was always some guys that would come through like the Fetty Waps in
mumble
2015.
rappers,
Yeah, they
they
would all
just,
come.
yeah,
Future,
come
but
in.
like he's still there, and like LeBron, like
And they're not just like outsiders to the game. They're like in the mix with the best of them, and they've been doing it their whole career, which is crazy. And still, why Lepoloni's number one.
Who would you say is like all? If they were if we compare Drake and LeBron as the NBA player to compared to the not compared but like is the comparison
Rapper.
as a rapper?
Yeah.
Who would you say? Let's go through a list of players and rappers through history.
Like who we think is NBA player caliber rapper.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Kobe. Who would you compare Kobe to?
Has to be Pac.
Why Pac?
It has to be Pac. Articulate, raw, authentic.
Yeah.
Multi-talented, not just a basketball player, not just a rapper. You know, Pac is a poet. He's a movie. He was a artist. He was an actor.
Yeah.
Kobe was he was into books. He was writing books after he left. You know, he was always so curious. Both of them are so curious.
I like that.
Yeah, they love to learn about what's going on, even outside of basketball.
Yeah.
They're both obsessed with the craft as well.
Oh, that's a lot of back comparison. Also, Kobe, Pac?
Yeah, but Kobe, Pac, but also both their lives ended too short.
Soon.
Yeah, too soon.
But they've done so much.
They've lived
the impact
lifetimes.
that they both had.
Their impact
has been huge.
Has spanned, and Tupac's impact is still felt
today. And he passed away when we were,
26
years ago now?
And Kobe, you know, everyone, the Mamba mentality. Everyone wakes up.
Every kid that shoots a basketball,
you can
piece
see
of rubbish into the bin. Kobe. Yeah.
People that are playing right now.
Yeah. Everyone still looks back to maybe inspiration from. They all draw some sort of inspiration from
and they're
what
not,
Kobe
and they both know they're not. They both know they're not perfect as humans as well, but they're human.
Exactly.
That's what's good about them.
Yeah.
They always strive to be better.
Yeah.
They both have they have that like rough thug Mamba mentality, but also they have the sweet, soft, sensitive side to them too.
Articulate side to them.
Uh-huh.
I like it. So we got LBJ or Lepoloni, Drake.
Yeah.
We've got Kobe, Pac. Tupac for any of you kids out there that you don't know who we're talking about.
If I gave you a rapper, what about Eminem?
Eminem. In today's game, or just all in general?
Anytime. Who? Eminem?
Probably, I'd say Larry Bird. Only the most obvious comparison that you can draw from the two of them is the fact that Larry was a white man doing dominant things in the black man's game. And it was M is a white man doing crazy things in a black man's game. Like they say, like even 50 was like, bro, the problem that with the rappers today is they're angry or they feel threatened that a white man is doing it as well or better than what the rest of them are doing. Larry.
But everyone that's watched him or was competing against them, they know they're bad.
He's a bad man, bro. That's a good one. Man. Yeah, so Larry and M, but not just skin color wise, but the fact that they were like they're competitive amongst.
Exactly, I love that.
Even in the era, like even though Larry played way back when, Larry's team like was pretty stacked, but he was competing against the best black guys, competing against the best African American NBA players. He in his era, he would have had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Lakers.
Magic.
Magic.
MJ James at Worthy. The tail end of Magic, James Worthy, the bad boy Pistons, Charles, you know.
So M and Larry Bird, I reckon. Eminem's probably good.
I think that's perfect. What about Steph? You reckon J. Cole? Steph Curry and J. Cole.
In what sense?
They're both from North Carolina.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that, you know, through Steph's time, he was regarded to some as the greatest.
Yeah.
He's the greatest shooter of all time.
Yeah.
J. Cole, to some in this generation, is regarded as the best rapper of today's generation of all time as well. With his, ever since 2014 Forest Hills Drive, ever since Steph got, back to back with those Warriors and brought them out, and they're both like, they don't want the shine. They don't want. Oh, I'm the best player. Then like LeBron and Kobe. But him, he's just assassin. That comes in
and they never stepped away from their game.
Yeah.
So everyone was like, Steph's threes. Oh, bro, he shoots too many threes. J. Cole's just always been the same J. Cole from the get-go.
Yeah. Even he's just conscious.
I like it, man. I like it.
Yeah.
So NC, because they're both from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Both were
the low key.
Yeah.
They're low key, they're humble. Like Steph has a bit, now he's like, he does it, but he's like, he's not limelight. He's not Hollywood. He's not Hollywood. That's the thing. He's not Hollywood.
They're if they want to be cocky, they've earned it to their own right. And I like that one. So J. Cole.
What about Kanye?
Steph? Kanye. Anytime, doesn't matter. Like
anytime.
Now. Oh, Dre.
Who's Dre?
Draymond Green.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Kanye and Draymond.
Has to
both are so unorthodox in what they do. Like some of the stuff that comes out of Kanye's mouth and the stuff that he does, everyone's just like, are you sweet? Or same deal with Dre. Yeah. Anything that comes out of Dre's mouth, someone's like
then
all right, like, you know what I mean? But they never stepped away from what they were, and who they are. Like Kanye was always so vocal about anything. Like even when it was against the grain or against anyone else's thoughts or thoughts and about anything. It didn't matter whether it was in the industry with Yeezy and all that stuff. Yeah. Like he gave up, left so much money on the table with Adidas. He just did not give. And I feel Dre's the same too. Yeah. So Dre
always speak their mind.
Always spoke his mind.
Keep it real.
Yeah, exactly. And didn't even care. He drove KD
both successful at every way.
And now look, they're both cashed up.
I like that. Yeah.
So Dre. So what do we got so far? We've got
Drake and LeBron. Kobe and
Tupac.
Pac.
Yep.
Steph and J. Cole.
Yep.
Eminem and Larry Bird.
Dre and Kanye West. And who else would we say?
What about Kendrick? Kendrick Lamar.
It's real, like it's weird. He's like a bad rapper that everyone's like, sheesh, he can rap when he wants to rap.
Yeah. All time.
Yeah. And he's and his styles we've stood the
test of time. Like it's classic, it's timeless.
Yeah. So
exactly.
He's like a really good, he's all rounder. He can like rap about anything.
Yeah.
Maybe Kawhi.
It's got to be
K&K.
It's got to be Kawhi. Both from LA. Both are bad men when they want to be. When it counts.
Exactly.
Like as much as I hate the Clippers, when it counts.
When he's on, they're on.
Like Spurs.
Toronto. One hitter quitter, rocks up, wins him a ring. Makes Joel Embiid cry. And
they're not always like, Drake's always there. Like he's always on socials. You know, something's happened. Drake's there. Drake, public eye.
Yeah.
No one hears about these two. Yeah. But when they come out, when it counts most.
And if everything that Kendrick drops is a banger or is a hit, and then like the world basically falls back in love with him, and it's like Kawhi, it's like, oh, but he's really injured and this and that. But then when he comes back and plays, they're just like, oh, okay. That's all they're like. That's why they all still think Clippers have something going on in LA. So Kendrick and Kawhi, I like that.
That's a good one.
If you had to pick an NBA player to be compared to, say, Biggie Smalls, we've covered Pac. I think it's only fair that we cover Biggie.
Well, if Pac is Tupac, let me say that. If Pac is Kobe, Shaq's got to be Biggie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Big. Nah, just the personality, larger than life. The flow, the game is rough. He's rugged. I'm pretty sure if Biggie's from the East Coast, so was Shaq. He's a New Jersey boy. People regard Biggie as the greatest rapper of all time with his flow.
Yeah.
If Shaq Shaq was a bad boy too, and he was the greatest of all time. He's the most dominant big man of all time.
Of all time, man, against anyone and everyone.
Oh, even till this day, a lot of people regard Biggie as the greatest rapper of all time through his flow. I don't know the technicalities of it.
Yeah.
But the way he rhymes,
the way he puts his words together.
Yeah, the way he puts it in the very. I don't know how to explain it, but the way that he puts his words together comes out like.
Yeah.
Dominant,
sure. Really punching,
just like Shaq.
Yeah.
And Shaq's the greatest, to some the greatest of all time, big man.
Yeah.
He's definitely the most dominant big man of all time. He's a showman. Wherever he goes, lights up a room. He's that big. You've seen his festivals these days.
Yeah.
Does everything.
And even the fact that
it's even
big,
big
NBA player, big rapper. That's a
big personality,
big
name. Just
yeah. So Shaq and Biggie.
Yeah, I think those are the ones.
I like it. So we've got our NBA comparisons. We reckon we've got Kobe and Puck.
Yeah.
We've got LeBron and Drake.
Yeah.
We've got Larry and Eminem.
Yeah.
Steph and J. Cole, North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Dre and Kanye.
Kendrick and Kawhi
in
LA, 100%.
And then we got Biggie and Shaq.
I'm sure there's more points as to Shaq and Biggie that isn't but those are at the top of my head.
Yeah.
All of those guys. Big, I think those
dominant.
are the comparisons.
I like it, bro. I like it. Yeah, and if you find any other comparisons that you want, let us know. And that's basically the guns of the game.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, what about MJ?
Fucking MJ. Fuck him.
I like it, bro. I like it. But,
I don't know. I can't think of anyone MJ.
I really can't either.
Yeah. Kobe's more Park. Kobe is more Park.
That, like gambling problems.
You're right. No. I don't know. I just who's the greatest rapper of all time? You put that. It just doesn't compare. Style wise, accolade wise. Who I don't know. Nobody really. MJ. Who's
compare him to
maybe
Tiger Woods or something.
As bad as this is, as weird as this is, you could, but I just don't think. Maybe Kanye and MJ. Maybe. I know that we did that only because I'm thinking more of outside of basketball and outside of rap. Who's taken over? MJ's cultural fashion. The brand of Jordan and Kanye and Yeezy. That's all I'm thinking of. Outside of the rap and basketball, maybe outside in popular culture.